I got 3 more passes, sorry. It's 2 more, right? I'm missing 2 more.
I'd like to start off by stating that the affirmative team has brought up new arguments in their rebuttal, which is against the rules. Also, the affirmative team stated that surveillance was illegal and that it was causing an economy collapse. Also, they stated that U.S. crime is going up, and I have evidence here that says U.S. crime has been its lowest in 20 years, and this was from April 2015. Also, I have another piece of evidence that says U.S. crime rates are steadily declining. From May 4th, 2015, the U.S. is safer than ever, and Americans don't have any idea. From Dara Wind. Just to go over some things from yesterday, the Senate appears poised to pass the House bill, the USA Freedom Act, that would restore the lapsed Patriot Act powers into law. The one critical difference in the new law is the bulk phone records would stay in the hands of phone companies rather than with the government. The way the government is intercepting communications, it cannot tell at the point of collection whether the actual sender or recipient is or is not a U.S. citizen. The phone records program under Section 215 is really just one piece of a much larger puzzle, said Stefan Vladek, a professor of law at University Washington College of Law. They are targeted at non-citizens, but the way the technology works, there is just no way for a vacuum cleaner to distinguish between the particles of dirt. 2008 FISA Amendments Act, the government still has the authority to access the communications of users of popular internet sites such as Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and Yahoo. Section 702 of the law does not expire until 2017, gives the government the ability to collect the content of an internet user's actual communications, not just the metadata. The NSA is both necessary and constitutional. The president has succumbed to left and libertarian pressure. Installation and NSA of a full-time civil liberties and privacy officer. The affirmative team brought up the Attorney General. NSA spokesman Van Vines said that whether NSA activities are conducted under Executive Order 12333 or the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which governs domestic surveillance, NSA applies Attorney General approved processes to protect the privacy of U.S. persons in the collection, retention, and use of foreign intelligence. Also, the Attorney General checks the abuse that electronic surveillance of U.S. persons overseas will only occur with the approval of the Attorney General, and that such approval will only be given if the Attorney General determines that the U.S. person is the agent of a foreign power. And that concludes my vote.
Alright, affirmative team, you still have one more speech. Are you going to use prep time?
Nah.
Alright.
Alright, good night. So, in response to the negative team saying that we introduced new arguments, I don't think we did, because we just reiterated upon evidence we already brought up, and I have stars on the evidence that we used, so I think I know that. I'm just gonna go over some numbers. The U.S. will eventually can lose up to 35 billion, we might have lost 35 billion this year because people don't trust our cloud computing programs due to the government's domestic surveillance. And that's a lot of money. It's definitely a significant amount to be worried about. Also, in response to the Attorney General, approving NSA cases and getting surveillance. This approval from the Attorney General often comes retroactively, which means the NSA goes ahead and does whatever they want without the General's approval beforehand, and the General has to approve it after the fact just to cover them up. And yeah, that's good.